Hello, this video is that we should believe things for a reason and not because it's convenient for us to believe it. Otherwise known as, we should believe things because it's good for society instead of because it's good for us. This is kind of related to we should believe we should have tolerance with each other and not be intolerant to somebody just because, you know what I mean? Just because they make you feel uncomfortable. Because that is a big reason why people try to suppress each other. Too much of the time, people resist change, even when they know that change is a good thing. They resist change because they just don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable. They don't want to go against the status quo. So many times, I'm sure if you're an idealist, so many times you've had a conversation with somebody where you say something like, they should let all cars people just camp out in the park to allow people who don't want to pay rent to just live for free. And then, there's always people who are like, no, that wouldn't work because all these like hypothetical things would happen. So don't ever let it happen, It's kind of like the slavery in America. There was a big anti-slavery movement in America for decades before the Civil War happened. And people were always like, yeah, slavery's bad. We should get, even in the South, we should get rid of slavery here in the South. We should get rid of slavery. We could all farm our own stuff. Slavery's bad. What? And I know slavery's bad. It's not nice to not let these black people, move around and do what they want to do and make them work all day long and not own anything. But if we abolish slavery, it would just make all those other people, plantation owners, like unhappy, and it would screw up society. So let's not ever do it. That's lame. So I'm not the one. I count myself as being the kind of person who doesn't like believe stuff just because it's convenient, And I don't try to get other people to believe stuff just because it's convenient, because that's annoying. When you have somebody agree with you, oh, I agree with you, but don't do it because it wouldn't work out for you. It's like, yeah, it may not work out for me materialistically, but at least I'd freaking have some, dignity, some integrity. I had a paper, I was writing a paper, sample papers. It was for my class to graduate for English education, and it was for my education department, and it had to be in my major, which was English. Fucking trying to funnel me all around like a fucking monkey. And so I was like, I was teaching grammar, so I had an example article, but it was me writing something and then proofreading it and proofreading again, and it was basically me talking about how, yeah, we should be environmental, and we should we shouldn't cut down old growth forests, and we should build houses out of tires and stuff. And the teacher's like, no, you don't want to write this. This is too politically. I agree with you, but it's too political. You can't be political in school and stuff. So, but it's like, if you agree with me, then why don't I want to be political? Basically, we need to allow people to express what they believe, and not tell them not to express it because I think what this guy was talking about, he ended up failing me out of the class and kicking me out of the department because of that paper. But we should, if we don't allow people to express what they believe, then, actually, I think what he was talking about is like, yeah, because what if somebody in the classroom in the school doesn't agree with that? And then they think that you're trying to make them believe what you believe. And I'm not trying to, I am trying to make other people believe what I believe, but not force them to believe what I believe, Like me getting up on YouTube and saying, yeah, we should believe this and we should do that. I get comments all the time on YouTube. Like actually on my Where Buddhism Went Wrong video, I get that comment a lot. People go, "Oh, you shouldn't tell us what to believe. We should believe what we want to believe." And it's like, well, yeah, obviously you should believe what you believe. And you should try to get me to believe what you believe. Just like I'm trying to get you to believe what I believe. They like jump from me. They think that just because I'm up on YouTube telling people what to believe, I'm trying to like force them to believe what to believe. So it's kind of like they're putting me in the same category as Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler and all of these people who say if you don't become one of us, then you're gonna die, and there's no consequences to what I'm saying. I'm just saying you should believe that because you'd be better off knowing that, and that's all. I don't think there should be a law, because I think people jump to conclusions like that and say, "Oh no, you can't make me believe what I don't want to believe." They think that I'm trying to make them, even though I'm here on YouTube. They think I'm trying to make them because our society has so many laws making people do stuff. We're like, well, in our educational system, we're made to take all these classes that we don't want to take if we're going to get that degree. And we have to, and we're made to go to school. You have to go to school or else I guess your parents get in trouble or something. We're compelled to, how about getting drafted? We were compelled, made to go to Vietnam to kill the gooks back just 30 years ago. And then we're not allowed to grow marijuana plants in our house, all these rules, there's no freedom. And so then you get up there on YouTube and you're like, yeah, Buddha should believe in God. We should set up a thing. And people are like, what? You can't make me believe that. I have freedom. I get to believe what I want. So you delete that video. It's like censoring me doesn't give you more freedom. What would give you more freedom is arguing with me, telling me how I'm wrong with what I'm saying, but not telling me that I don't have the right to tell you what to believe and that I should delete the video. Because I get actually a lot of people tell me that I need to delete my video. I should delete my video because like I obviously don't know what I'm talking about and stuff like this. And that's like on a lot of different videos. But yeah, so, and that's the world we're living in. It's weird. Like I think people are programmed to try to censor each other and tell each other what they can't do because they're used to being told what to do and told what they can't do. So then they try to tell other people what they can't do. And so if we want to give each other freedom and allow people to believe what they actually believe without having all of these artificial constraints, like you have to believe something or else something bad's going to happen to you, Like you have to not grow your hair out and not talk about smoking weed on the internet and, not smoke crack on the side of your car or say stuff that you actually may believe. I mean, I would believe that. You can't do that. Don't do that or else you will never get a job. And, but that's selfish motive. We shouldn't believe stuff for selfish motives or else you're not going to get a job. That's a selfish motive. You should say, you shouldn't tell me, you shouldn't smoke crack on the side of your car because if people smoke crack, then they're going to get addicted and everybody, it'll be like the whole country addicted to crack, just like all of China was addicted to opium and it'll hurt our economy and all that stuff. Give that reason, but don't give the reason like, you're not going to ever get a girlfriend if you write like political slogans on the side of your car or something, It's like, people shouldn't think selfishly like that anymore. We should think stuff purely on what's good for the world at large and society. We don't have to think selfishly anymore. I'm in a little bit of a different situation because I can be a total freako and like not be able to get a job ever and not ever get money off anything that I do on the internet or anything like that and still get money because I get my oil royalties about $1,000 a month. So I'm in a little bit of a, a different, so I guess I mean, I would definitely have a lot more of a leg to stand on if I was like some dude who had a job, you know. But, you know, like a poor, low paying job or like, and I had proof that I was totally blackballed by society because oh my God forbid, I had my opinions about stuff, you know, but, yeah, but too much of the time, that's why people don't upload videos. I uploaded a video really similar to this the other day, but I wanted to upload the video titled, "You should believe stuff because it's good for society and not just because it's good for you," because that's the motivation that people always give, and it's so annoying. It's kind of like the politicians where they're like, you know, this so-and-so says that he's going to vote for this because it's going to get him the northern states, you know? And of course, they don't ever admit that. You're never going to see the politician, I'm going to vote for abortion because it's going to get me all of the northern states. They're not going to say that. They're going to pretend like, yeah, I vote for abortion because that's what I believe. But then they have the political pundits behind, yeah, he's going to vote for abortion because it's going to give him the states. It's like schizophrenia. The pundits should say that he's going to vote for abortion because he said he's going to vote for abortion. You know, and not call him a liar. And that's one way we can start it. Have these pundits actually pretend that these politicians believe what they say, and not pretend like they're doing stuff just so that they can get the vote of all these different places. Even if that may be the truth, but if it is the truth, let it come out of the politician's mouth, not the pundits. Because we all know that politicians pretend that they actually do believe everything that they talk and, you know, that they vote on, and it's not just about getting votes. That's what they pretend. So let's just go with the ball and act like everybody's like that. Everybody believes in what they believe in, you know, and not be cynical, because it's like we've got a national habit of being cynical when it's all about numbers and winning and doing stuff just so you could, you know, win the vote or win the job or something. And it is because we're not in a desperate world anymore, or at least we're just about to get to a GDP level where we're not really in a desperate world anymore, because people will do anything if they're I mean, you can't expect people to be like this in a third world country if you're poor. If you have a family, you know, you have a family and you have people to support, and sometimes you just gotta pretend and be fake. And, you know, if you're like, if you're, you know, in the 50s, it's getting better in America. I mean, it is. Like, how about in the 50s? If you're like, "Go communism" t-shirt. Yeah, right. You're going to get blackballed. I mean, they had a big blackballing campaign in America in the 50s because of McCarthy. They're like, "Oh, he's a commie. Oh, he's a commie. Blackball him. Don't give him a job," you know. And it's like, what? Maybe how do you know he's a commie? What did he say? You know? Because he went to a couple meetings or something? That's actually causes a lot of problems in a lot of countries where somebody says that somebody was something and then they killed him, you know, like in the Spanish Civil War. A whole bunch of people got killed just because they were like, their neighbor said that they were somebody. Maybe they weren't even that, so they could like take over their shop or something, you know, people turning in Jews and stuff and Nazi Germany. Yeah, we got to just let people believe what they believe and encourage them, you know. And if somebody who you know is like works and shows up to job on time and you know doesn't bring up politics at work, but they have like their YouTube channel where they're like, yeah, fuck the police, you know, legalize crack, smoking weed, yeah, you know, you should like let them do it, you know. That's It's freedom. That's an extension of freedom. And if you let people do that, it's better for society than if you don't let people do that. Because if you let people do that, they're gonna start. That's the beginnings of having opinions about everything. That's the beginnings of having opinions about political stuff. And we want people to have opinions about political stuff because then they're going to know on what to vote for and who to vote for. Because then people are going to, you know, the people who are running for president and Congress and Senate and all that stuff, they can go to their website and see what they're for and what they voted on. And they already know what they believe, so they know who to vote for. But if they're afraid to express themselves on anything, then they're just gonna not even get in the idea to express themselves on the political stuff, or to know what they believe on the political stuff. We're all gonna be a bunch of mindless little sheep running around and voting for whoever we've always been voting for, or whatever, whoever we actually met, you know. Yeah, so you shouldn't try to tell somebody, you shouldn't think that you're helping somebody out. Well, unless they're like your family member, I guess. I mean, I know people do it with a motivation that they think they're helping somebody out, some idealist. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh no, don't do that. It'll hurt you. I mean, it's good to like just tell them that in case they didn't think that through, but I'm pretty sure that they have. And just say it once, and then just don't, and then just try to keep the focus on whether or not it's good for society. If you disagree with something somebody does or something somebody says, then give the reasons why it's bad for society and not why it's bad for them. We should think, you know, globally and stuff. Whoa, that's 16 minutes. That's long enough. Yeah, so that's that video.